Welcome back, and today we're going to take a closer look at how to handle delivery charges inside of Odoo. Let's start on configuring our sales dashboard. Before we do anything, we're going to want to make sure that we have the delivery methods feature activated, and to do that, we'll navigate to our settings page via the configuration menu and settings, and once that loads, we're going to scroll down over here to where at the shipping area is, and you'll notice that the delivery methods right there is already set. And we're all ready to go. Now, you'll also find all these shipping services that can be integrated with Odoo. And if you want to learn more about those, be sure to check out our inventory tutorials and documentations. In here, we see a collection of all the shipping methods we have configured in our database. And as you can see, I have a bunch of integrated delivery methods ready to go. But most of them aren't published. This means that they aren't activated yet and they also can't be used, so be sure to publish any shipping method that you plan to use. But now, let's first create a new shipping method. To do that, we're going to select New. Now we need a name, so in our case, we're going to name this one Fixed Delivery Price. Up next is the provider field, which lets us choose who is going to make the delivery for us. If you select it, it allows you to pick some different ones. So in our case, I choose one of my integrated shipping services like FedEx. So if I select FedEx from the list, it changes stuff. I would then need to add my company specific shipping information related to shipping services down here. Now, if we go back up here to the provider, I'm going to show you something else. Let's assume if I select Pick Up in Store, it will also change. Then my customer would have the option to pick up their items in person. However, it should be noted that this option will only be available if on-site payments and picking feature is activated inside the website application settings, so be sure to keep that in mind. Now, let's use a fixed price. Beneath the provider field is the company field where we pick the company for the shipping method, and that's if it's supposed to apply to a specific company if we're working in a multi-company environment. However, I'm going to leave this blank as well, so that it will apply to all my companies. Moving on, we have in the delivery product field over here in the top right. The delivery product is what's listed on the order line of the sales order for this shipping method, so that the customer will see this as the name of the delivery charge. So for example, we're going to type in delivery. And why would we do that? Well, we're going to create that because this is going to be a new delivery thing. Up next, we can actually choose to add a margin on rate to the shipping price if necessary, but in my case, I'm going to leave that as is for now. After that, we also have the option to offer free shipping if the order exceeds a certain dollar amount. If we want to check off this box next to free if order is above a certain amount, you'll see a new amount appear right here. We can now enter the designated amount, like in my case is 420 pesos. Now, let's direct our attention over here to the pricing tab that we have here. I'm going to set the fixed price for our smaller items, so I'll set it to 7. Moving over to the destination availability tab, we can choose which country, states, or specific zip codes that can apply to this particular shipping method. Again, I will leave this blank so that it will apply to all options available in their respective categories. Let's now move on to the description tab. Here, we can add a custom description that will be displayed online and at the bottom of the sales order whenever we confirm any of those in emails. Next is if we want this shipping method to be usable by our customers, we just have to publish it. To do that, all we have to do is click this smart button up here, and when we click it, the status will change from unpublished in red to published in green, and that's it. Next is let's make a new shipping that is based on rule method this time. This one's going to be based on a couple of rules, so we're going to name it rule-based delivery. For our delivery product, I've renamed the delivery product from before to special delivery to make it easy to find. Our provider in this case is based on rules. So now, everything is done. So let's go down here to pricing and we're going to add a line. Once that we do that, you'll notice that the condition field and everything is an equation for defining our delivery pricing rules for the shipping method. This mini equation can allow us to configure things in a number of ways. I could choose whether I want to use something such as weight volume and volume price or quantity for the items in the order. It should be noted that whether factor is chosen here, it must be configured on the product forms as well. If it isn't, then the rule simply won't work properly. So for example, if weight and volume is chosen, then a weight and a volume must be designated on product forms in order for things to work smoothly. Now, I'm going to leave it on weight since it cost our company money to ship heavier things. With that in mind, let's say that if the weight of the order is greater than, we're going to swap this over there or equal to, I don't know, let's put 30 for the weights greater than 30, and then in our delivery cost is supposed to be 20 plus whatever that weight is. And as you can see, in addition to a fixed delivery cost, I could choose to have the cost be a multiple of the weight or factor as well. Now, to do that, I'd simply add an amount to the second delivery cost that we have here. But for the sake of this demo, I'm going to leave it at the flat 20 pesos delivery cost. Then we're going to hit save. Now, we create another one. I have another rule in mind for this shipping method. In this, create a pricing rule window that we have right now. We're going to go with something else, and it is if the weight is greater than, so we're going to go back over here or equal to 100 because it's another nice number. Then the delivery cost will be 100, so our delivery cost is just going to be 100. Now, if we hit save and close over here, you'll see something else. I don't have any other rules that I want to add right now, but I can always come back and create some more later. Now that we have our special rules lined up down here, they're ready to go. But there's one more thing that I need you to know. The order and sequence matters. That means whatever rule is first on the list is the rule that Odoo will apply first. If the rule doesn't apply to the customer's order, then Odoo will apply the next rule on the list, so on. So that would be all for this video. Thank you for watching.